Today we're taking a look at a DDR5 6000 32GB memory kit from G.Skill. This memory kit belongs to the Trident Z5 Neo family, and of course, it does have that RGB. The kit consists of two memory modules, each 16GB for a total of 32. The kit is of course Expo verified, meaning that if you're running this on a qualified AMD motherboard with a qualified processor, you should be able to get DDR5 6000 mega transfers at CL30, 38, 38, 96 timings at about 1.35 volts. Since the Expo profiles make memory overclocking way easier for everybody involved, all you need to do in order to take advantage of this is really just enable the Expo setting in your BIOS. For my test system here, I'm running the AMD Ryzen 7700X with the ASRock X670E PG Lightning motherboard. I'll be using the PowerColor RX 7600 Hellhound GPU as well. When people ask me for advice on building brand new gaming rigs today, I would definitely recommend that in 2024 and beyond, everybody aim for at least 32 gigabytes of system memory. I think 32 gigs is definitely going to represent a little bit more than you need right now, but it's also going to let you keep that system around and not have to upgrade the memory for new applications, new games, anything you want to do with it for the next couple of years. In terms of the speed and the timings, if you're running an AM5 Ryzen system, I would definitely suggest 6000 MT rated memory. And by the way, I usually refer to it as mega transfers or MTS. You might hear it called 6000 megahertz RAM. Technically not correct, but people are basically referring to the same thing. I think getting into an AM platform with stock 4800 MTS memory is probably not really worth the cost savings, unless you really plan on overclocking and trying to optimize that system memory to get it a little bit faster. Personally, I don't think it's worth the effort, and I would rather just be able to take advantage of the higher speeds with just one setting in the BIOS. And because of that, I really think the sweet spot for DDR5 memory on the AMD AM5 platform is 6000 mega transfers. This kit is of course RGB, so that's probably worth at least 10, 20, heck, maybe even 30%. As for the RGB colors, you can actually control these through various RGB applications. G.Skill lists Aura Sync, RGB Fusion 2.0, and Mystic Sync from MSI, as well as ASRock's Polychrome Sync as being compatible. As for the design and the aesthetics of the memory modules, I'm a fan of the Trident Z kits. I like the way they look, and I really think that the RGB implementation on the top is really just that nice final touch on a gaming build. During my testing, I ran my system through a ton of gaming benchmarks. I wanted to make sure that the Expo setting was stable and it was performing as expected. I didn't have any issues from Expo being enabled, and the performance was awesome. So I would say that definitely lends to this kit being a very good value for a mid-range to high-end gaming build. One thing that I would note, if you've never used an AMD AM5 platform before, the initial boot times when you apply any kind of memory overclock or really just change the memory at all, including Expo mode, can be a little bit longer than older systems if you're used to AM4 or one of the older Intel platforms. With that being said, after the first boot, most motherboards are going to boot up right away, shouldn't be an issue. I would generally always recommend checking out G.Skill's compatibility matrix. They actually post very detailed QVLs or qualified vendor lists on their website for every single memory kit that they produce. That's awesome. And just in case you weren't familiar with G.Skill, all of their memory kits actually come with a limited lifetime warranty. That's even more awesome. And I've personally had to use their technical support before. They're awesome and they were quick. I didn't have any issues, and that's definitely something that I like to see from all the vendors I work with. As for eking out just a little bit more performance, I was actually able to do a quick and dirty overclock, and I got this memory to 6200 mega transfers, which did yield a slight improvement in some of the games. I think for most people with a CPU like the Ryzen 7700X though, just running the Expo mode is plenty for AAA gaming. I'm actually thinking about retesting this memory with the integrated GPU on the Ryzen 7700X to see what kind of gaming performance improvements I can get. If anyone's interested in that, let me know in the comments below. As for the overall value of this memory kit, it's coming in at about $117 on Amazon as of the publishing of this video. I think that's a really solid deal for fast memory with good heat sinks, RGB, and a limited lifetime warranty. If this video helped you out in choosing your memory kit, drop a like on it. That'll let YouTube know that other people researching memory kits for their new builds might want to take a look at this video. If you're into PC gaming and home lab content, consider getting subscribed to the channel and ring that bell for notifications. Until next time, keep on gaming.